take great pride in these things at 2:40 in the morning. So, literally, I got off work like really freaking late, and I came home and I had soup from Saturday night, which I assume it was safe. I don't know. The noodles were very soft. It was chicken noodle soup I made. And then Sunday I wound up like, this is the only day I can make a lasagna because the lasagnas that I buy are frozen. And they apparently take longer in the oven than it does if you were to actually make one from scratch. The girl I was dating in college pointed that out to me. And anyway, I made the lasagna Sunday night. That wound up feeding me for like the next 3 meals, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right? Or something. And we're dropping frames already. Cool. But I was like, what do you eat when it's this freaking late? And I had something I needed to do, which I just did, which is stream Stardew Valley. And you're like, what are you talking about, man? You've done like 150 episodes of that mess on PC. Yeah, but I'd never done it on Nintendo Switch. I'll tell you right now, if you want to see what it's like on Nintendo Switch, if you want to experience the first 2 days, character creation, buttons, controls, things along those lines, check it out. It should be processed out at this point in time. I really wanted to get home so I could do that at a decent time, like maybe start at 8 o'clock and actually have an audience of people. But as it is, I started at 1 in the morning. So the good news is the file size, even with my anemic internet, that thing was downloaded in like less than 10 minutes. If you've watched me play it, if you've always wanted it, if you've been holding out for what could be the definitive edition in terms of console prowess, it's the Nintendo Switch. Animal Crossing New Leaf consumed a lot of my life. I'm not ashamed to admit it. It was a fantastic experience. The only reason I stopped playing that game is because of Stardew Valley. And so now Stardew Valley is out on the Switch, and that is a very dangerous combination. If you played Harvest Moon, if you're like hardcore Nintendo, if you've experienced Animal Crossing New Leaf, if you enjoy those types of games, if you've seen any of my Stardew Valley series, you've always wanted to play it, pick it up for the Switch. You will not be disappointed. It's out today, Thursday the 5th. I know Nintendo and their eShop. My only experience with day one purchases was NBA Playgrounds, and I think they waited until 10 a.m., noon, 2 p.m., somewhere in that time frame to release it. And meanwhile, Xbox and Steam, it was released right at the stroke of midnight. But a reason that didn't impact me with Stardew Valley, I was sent a review copy by Chucklefish Games, so big thanks to those folks. And I'm also super excited about one of their up-and-coming games that's been getting talked about recently. It's Magic School RPG / working title of Spellbound. Kind of ties in with their Starbound series. I've already submitted my request to hey, if you got B-roll, if you got screenshots, information tidbits, whatever it may be, let me know. And they say they're a good ways off from it, but they'll kind of keep me posted. So that's something I would really like to see. But all that aside, here I am. I was going to come in and reacclimate myself with all things Robo, and I hopped down the bridge there. He has the Sonic spin jump. A couple of you have said you'd like to name him Sonic if we still had that feature in Skylanders. I did the Havoc Orb, and he's just been spinning around this entire time ever since. My hand is on the controller, but I'm just holding the left side of it. I just sat it down on my desk. He's still just kind of there. I've not pressed another button to see if I can get him to stop, but I've done something in the time-space continuum that has resulted in the never-ending Havoc Orb. So, let's start by pressing pause. And B. Okay. Skylander button.
Welcome to my homepage.
And B. Left analog stick does nothing. Right analog stick does nothing. A. The A button solved it. So let's see if we can do that again. What is the Havoc Orb again? Oh, he didn't glitch it that time. What did I do? That's one of those things. Will I ever be able to see that again? I don't know. But once more, we spawn in right up there at the academy. I come down and I'm like, Sonic spin jump, Sonic spin dump, And then I just come over here and incidentally I press that and it's like, boom, let's just spin forever. Was it a sweet spot? Was it a once in a lifetime deal? I don't know, but I delivered the goods once again, and you're welcome. So That said, we have got a terrible decision ahead of us because this is a man that's been amazing through his base upgrades and has 2 paths that both look legitimately amazing. My thoughts, my initial summation was, what? Didn't I just change those or did I not? I can't remember. But anyway, they'll probably die in this video since I spent 5 minutes letting him do an infinite looping Havoc Orb. But anyway, my thoughts based on the base upgrades were this path will probably deal the most damage, right? It's going to be the most numerically impressive. For whatever reason, in my heart of hearts, and he's a bow slinger, you know, type mentality, like he's holding a bow, you gotta take that path. I kind of wanted to take this first, reset him, take the top path, and just call it a day. Unless it's just like an amazing differential between the two, which would result in me resetting him again, getting the money again, and as you know, going and getting the Sky Chi for a 3rd time, which is just oh so fantastic to do. There was like 1 or 2 of you that said I think one of you said you took the top path and it was so much fun you never even bothered to take the 2nd path. So that's great, but it's not like 100% objective. And then there was, I think, 1 person that said they took the bottom path, reset, took the top path, and they haven't looked back. So I've got Mr. The top path is like so awesome I don't even need to know what the bottom path is, and Mr. I took both of them but the top path was better. That was literally 2 people. Everyone else has said, yeah, the bottom path. Spyro557, he's going to reset from the top path and take the bottom path, but he also said the top path was good. I kind of, even though, and there's a lot more of you that are saying, oh yeah, the bottom path, do it. It's going to be better. It is better. Trust me, it's better. I know it's better. There's way more of you saying that. And truth be told, whichever one of you it was that said you took the top path and you haven't looked back, I'd kind of like to join that camp. The problem is I have to reset because I have to document both paths, because if I don't do it, who will? Is number 1. Number 2, I think the people have convinced me to just go ahead, do the top path, reset, take this one. But I will tell you, if I prefer the top path, even though the bottom path is, I'm assuming, going to be more numerically impressive, more destructive, more, you know, utilitarian, if you will. If I prefer the top path, even if it does less damage, I'm going to go back and reset him and get the Sky Chi and get the money and pick him up. And we'll probably stream it on Mixer and test it out there. While I talk about Mixer, I have done late night test streams. I'm talking like 4 in the morning when I assumed none of you would be awake or available to watch for a specific reason. I've been streaming from the new PC, the gaming one I built, which is an amazing computer, but my internet sucks. And so there's brief moments in both of the test streams, Minecraft and Shotgun Farmers, where it's crystal clear, 1920 1080, amazing clarity. You love it. The resolution's awesome. And then there's moments where I move and it all goes downhill. And so I think I'm going to link both of those and just give people a taste of it. I have not played with the settings. I've not nerfed it down to the point that it might stream decently. I just stream Stardew Valley from my non-gaming computer, the old school computer that I do all the console stuff on. There were moments where it was like grainy as all get out, and it's Stardew Valley, which isn't even utilizing the full screen. Okay. And the funny thing is, my gaming computer I have hardwired. The old HP that I do this console stuff on has a wireless card. For whatever reason, it has faster internet than the hardwired gaming computer. I can't explain that. It goes against everything I know. I don't have like a brand new state-of-the-art router or anything. But for whatever reason, it's faster than being hardwired with a new PC. So, I don't know, my internet sucks, there's nothing I can do about it, but I honestly think I'm going to like the top path better. I really do, but that said, we're going to take it now and see what we can do. So, enhances Robo's Archery. Let us select it. Hold X to fire a charged arrow that deals heavy damage. You know, I should go back to my spreadsheet because it's been a while. We had a down day, we had a test stream day for YouTube, all kinds of crazy things. We were doing 4 to 6, 2 times essentially. Combo finisher 44 to 66, blah, blah, blah. Arrows explode 11 to 17, and that was about it, right? So let me quickly recap before we do anything. Yeah. Okay, now, was this the angle I had where I could get it to explode? Yeah, look at me, super sleuthing it. So, that's kind of it right now. And then, how did we finish it off? Yeah, 44 to 66 there. Okay. So, let's pick it up. We're going to go with charge shot. 1700 is the prize. Holding X fires a charge shot, deals heavy damage. This is honestly one of the probably more practical things. So that's just tapping X. Oh, how do people not love that? What? You people don't approve of that? Oh, why? 198? If I release it, oh, you have to hold it the whole time? That's kind of lame. What?
Target acquired.
Okay. It's releasing automatically, and it's doing 198. Everything prior to that, if I just take my hand off of X, it's still shooting through at 4 to 6, which is a huge disappointment. But if we... 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi... Yeah, that's still pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. 3 second hold. 198. What is even half of that? 99, isn't it? Yeah, 99 is half of 198. So 198 plus 99. How do you do that quickly in your head? What's 98 need to become 102? You take 99 away from 2 away from 99, I should say. You've got 200, and 99 minus 2 is 97, so 297, and you can do that in your head a lot faster than I just explained it to you. But 198 to 297, you can adjust the trajectory, so that's a perk. Let's see if we can get both dummies here. Oh yeah, there's that beautiful critical hit. We're doing 2 to 300 basically. Okay, let's just round up. That's pretty serious, I have to say. You know, you come in, soften them up, and it's like, oh, come up on me, boy. Boom, insta death. Right?
Welcome to my homepage.
I'm fine with that one. I have no issues with it. Improved archery, arrow attacks deal increased damage. You know, we should probably document that one with the deconstruction laser. We need to do that before we progress. So there's that. Got a little bit of time here. 435. My lord, that's insane. Decon laser, not laster, laser. 435, freaking A. Half of that is going to be 217.5, which is 218. 435 and 218 is going to be 600. Say it with me. 53. Wonderful. Math. Spreadsheets. Subscribe. Okay. Anyway, we're going to move on now. Pick up improved archery. Nothing else I think we need to check. Actually, just for kicks and giggles. Oh, that doesn't do anything different. Wasn't thinking it would, but wanted to check. So, arrow attacks deal increased damage. This better apply to all of them, even the charge shot. But the main perk here... What was that? Did we just shoot straight up in the sky? How and why did I do that? I don't understand it, man. So that's going to do 6 to 9. Nothing really to write home about. Arrows do 6 to 9. And then if we X, Y, X. 165. That's changed. Dadgum. Ooh, okay. So, X, Y, X. 110. Alright. Arrows do 6 to 9. What was once the jump attack, which is now just the finisher, will be 110 to 165. Decon laser, we will have what? 6 to 9 has become 13. No. Okay, let's focus on this one. 13 and then 242. Good lord. Decon laser will be 13 to 20. And finisher, was it 645? Was that what I saw? No, finisher was 242, right? Let's do it again. It's fine. Yeah, 242. Half of that would be, of course, 121, so add that together. 363 for the finisher. And then our charge shot, which was 198 to 297, is now going to be 605. Good gravy. That's a lot of numbers. 605. Half of that is going to be 302.5, which is 303, which equates to a nice, friendly 908. Did you people do math when you said you don't like this path? I mean, granted, I will say, I think both paths are, I've said it in the base upgrades, I think both are going to be ridiculously overpowered. And I did think that the bottom path would be even more ridiculously overpowered than the top. But right now the top path is looking pretty fantastic. So we finished things out with 3,000 Gs going towards archer combos, which hopefully we can execute easily. XYY is a storm of arrows. XYB to fire arrows from both hands. Alright, so XYY. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, they do more damage than the... What? This is awesome. That was my bad. Wrong combo. The good news is I've tried 4 times. Once was me pushing the wrong button, but the other 3 times it was perfect. 55 to 83. Oh, because of the decon laser? Yep.
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, that's sweet. That is so sweet. Wrong button. Dadgum.
Excellent.
So 25 to 38. Archer combos. Storm is equal to 25 to 38. Decon is, let's do it proper. 96. 55 to 83. Where was the 96 coming from exactly?
I beat.
I was going to ignore that 96 and assume it was a rare occurrence, but storm arrows, very, very cool, I have to say. So X, Y, Y, storm arrows. Pretty salty stuff right there. And then X, Y, B. Oh my. We were in a bad position for that, but... Oh yes, please. Okay. Okay. What was that one called? Auto fire. Okay, well that makes sense. Auto fire is going to be 5 to 8 tons of times is how I'm going to document that one. I will not even attempt to slow the video down and count each individual aspect of damage. If you want to do that, feel free. I'll add it to the spreadsheet. I'll give you credit. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 3 to 5. Okay. Still, who cares? That's... I don't know how many arrows that is, but I know it's a ton, and even at 3, that's going to add up pretty nice. Decon. Let's see what we get. Fire that. The biggest thing here, the combos actually work, and I'm not having any issues really executing them. So... that is archery mastery, and it's pretty awesome as I expected. Now, as I mentioned, if you're interested, if you see this path and you're like, good lord, I've got to have it, take it. You know, if you're like, well, Robo's a bowslinger, shouldn't he be an archery master? Yeah, take it. My initial assumption all along has been that the bottom path would in fact be numerically superior, would probably turn out to do more damage. I don't know that that's the case, but I'm thinking it is, and we're going to find out in the next video. But I would have zero objections recommending this path. Granted, you know, it could be dwarfed. For all I know, Tech Mastery will do 3 times the damage and have the single highest damage output in the game. If that's the case, yeah, it's going to be the superior path. But if you would rather use the bow, if you think this stuff is cool, which I don't think anyone could argue with that, but like if this appeals to you more, the storm arrows, the quick shot arrows, the entire aspect of the bow slinger and upgrading those types of attacks, take this path. Don't hesitate. Don't second guess yourself. Play it, like it, love it, enjoy decimating everything on the screen with it, because it's an awesome path. Okay. Sadly, I'm going to have to reset him, but with the prospect of Tech Mastery being equally as good or possibly better. So, like I said, my call all along was both of these are going to be OP. Archery Mastery certainly confirms that. And if for some of you to be saying that Tech Mastery is better and you've taken both, I'll have to assume that that synopsis is going to remain correct. But again, I so wish I had a second Robo, because I would keep this guy on Archery Mastery, take Robo number 2 down Tech Mastery, and have 2 ridiculously amazing versions of Robo at our disposal to utilize in-game. But that said, we are not done yet. Oh no, we still have a Soul Gem and the Sky Chi to work with. So, Robo Rampage for 4,000. This is our Soul Gem. Press Y in the air to launch a barrage of lasers, missiles, and arrows on enemies. So if you're thinking, wait, what's the Havoc Orb? You jump and you press X to do that. So let's again showcase. This is the jump, which is the sonic spin. Jump and X is that. I don't really like it. I liked the jump attack better. Jump and press Y does nothing. Jump and press B does nothing. So I'm fighting off a sneeze. My apologies. But here we are. Jump and press Y. Lasers, missiles, and arrows. Now, are they deconstruction lasers? I don't know. But let's find out. Let's come over here first. Oh, that's good. That's an awesome Soul Gem. Okay, get ready for destruction. Okay, it's not super impressive damage numbers. Oh wait, what's that 66 coming from? Is that's going to be the decon laser, huh? It would have to be, yet they're not showing the effect of it. Nonetheless, I still think numerically that's going to turn out to be really good. So, how did they word that for our description? Press Y. Lasers, missiles, and arrows. And we basically have, what, 4 to 6? Right? It's so hard to see what this is. Oh, that does increase it. Okay, let's try to get this dead gun. I didn't even press that. Okay, one more time here.
All right.
Okay, so 6 to 9 and 7 to 11, and then with the deconstruction laser. No, shoot this way. Okay. 13, 15, and 23 is what I was seeing. The trajectory on this is really the problem. That didn't work well. What? Okay, that's a little much to take in there, because you can't see when the deconstruction laser wears off. So there is a 13. Okay. 15 to 23. It's going to be 13 to 20 and 15 to 23. And then I'm thinking every once in a while a deconstruction laser actually does hit. But it's like, maybe can we come back here and get it more regularly? I don't know that it's going to be frequent enough to matter. But every once in a while I'll see like a bigger number. Like there's some 44s in there. I'm not sure what that's from. There's every once in a while you'll see that like 96 figure. But once again, the frequency with which you see them I don't think are going to be too big of a deal. But anyway, let's go ahead and run up here. I'm going to go inside so we can showcase the Sky Chi. I already know what it does. You should too if you watch the base upgrades. But hey, we want to be as thorough and comprehensive as possible. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Hopefully this is not dropping frames. I haven't been looking at it in a while. Amazingly, even with me talking like the first 10 minutes of the video, we're still not even to the 30-minute mark. So we're doing fantastic. 3:06 in the morning. What else would you expect aside from a grade A performance from a grade A Techmaster Skylander? Alright, so. Oh, glorious goodness. That's pretty awesome. The charge shot. What does it look like in here? Sometimes we get a better angle here. Oh, yeah. Decon laser like so. Let's showcase the combos here. So I'll do X, Y. Didn't do that right. Okay, X, Y, B. Salty. It's like RoboCop type of stuff here. Now, my personal favorite, the Storm of Arrows. If we could not. Okay, cool. X, Y, Y. Thank you. That's just a really cool attack in my opinion. That said, so is the Sky Chi, which is Control-Alt-Defeat. Note to play on words there. Not delete, but defeat. So, I'm going to hold that down. It stuns people. The drill itself does don't kill him. Oh, we blew it.
MG.
If you didn't know, there's always like a grand finale number, and the problem is, I was watching that on the recording and it was delayed. But anyway, if you don't kill all the dummies with a 32 to 48 from the drill, if you have one standing behind, you can witness the gloriousness that is the excessively large, final POW of the Sky Chi. And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying not to kill that dummy, and sadly he fell off the edge, which automatically kills the dummy. So that said, man, Archery Mastery, 0 complaints on my end, amazing path. What I'm going to hope for is that Tech Mastery is just as good, if not better. So, like I said, if it turns out like Tech Mastery is great, but I don't really like it, I will reset him back. If it turns out that Tech Mastery is so good, even if I preferred Archery Mastery, I can't argue with the numbers of Tech Mastery. I'll keep it. Once again, I wish Robo was more readily available and outside of the level pack type of a thing. Which it wouldn't be a terrible deal to get another Imaginite chest if you just want to display them, and more importantly the Magic Creation Crystal. You can't go wrong with that. But yeah, Archery Mastery is a really good path, and if you were thinking about taking it, don't hesitate. If you're still on the fence, if you're waiting to see Tech Mastery, that will be Saturday's video. I'll get that cranked out and uploaded and scheduled for Saturday, so you can look forward to that. But that said, I'm going to quit rambling here. Robo continues to impress, I must say. Still, as best I know, it's only been spotted and seen at Toys R Us here in the U.S. They tweeted earlier in the week, Skylanders direct from their main account, that it was available in the U.S. and Canada. So hopefully those of you north of the border can ascertain Robo, pick up the Lost Imaginite Mines, a Magic Creation Crystal, and have a mighty fine time. That said, I am super tired. I probably moved like several thousand pounds of crud around at work within the last several hours I was there. And I was covered with cast iron dust, which is fantastic. And then there was also like tiger stripes on my forearm and elbow area. I don't know where they came from, but it was like this uniform, like somewhat curved areas of like black just all over me. I don't know what it was, but it came off in the shower, so I assume it won't kill me. But, let me know your thoughts on Archery Mastery. If you are one of those people that said Archery Mastery is amazing, I don't care what Tech Mastery is. I totally see where you're coming from. If you're somebody that took Archery Mastery and then took Tech Mastery, what were you just curious, or were you thinking, well, I really thought it would be better? It would be hard for me to think of many people outside of someone in my own position just curious or wanting to know damage or like, oh, which one is the better path? I can't imagine many players coming in and taking Archery Mastery and being like, yeah, let's get rid of that path. It sucked. Like, that would be hard to imagine. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Again, my apologies. I'm pretty tired. It's really late. I've got to be at work early in the morning. So the Stardew Valley live stream should be processed out. It's out on Nintendo Switch today if you're looking for something to do over the Columbus Day weekend or just pass some time. Again, Animal Crossing New Leaf. If anyone's been around the channel, you know how much time I sunk into that. Stardew Valley is literally the game that broke that habit. And now it's available and portable. And that's very scary, I must say. But anyway, we will be back. We'll check out Tech Mastery, see what we think of it. And I will catch you back here for the next installment of Skylanders Research. Adios.